Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Now today we're back with some patch notes for Throne and Liberty for the brand new update that is going live on June the 5th. So again, this is actually quite a big update. I briefly went through the list earlier, just really quickly, and there's quite a lot in here. There's a lot of quality of life. There's obviously some bug fixes. We have some changes to weapons and stuff like that. But yeah, let's just get into it. Before we do, let me just say like, share and subscribe. And yeah, here we go. So this is going to be the beginning of the patch notes. We have the origin stones, so the boon stones and rift stones will be rescheduled to alleviate the burden of the guild domination being held at the same time. The frequency of invoking and warp domination matches has been adjusted. So basically it's going to be on it's currently on a 6-day cycle at 11 p.m. It's now going to be changed to every Monday and every Friday at 11 p.m. server time. And then this was originally on a 4-day cycle at 11 p.m. It is now going to be changed to every Tuesday and every Saturday. So they're just trying to break up, obviously, things all being hectic on that, at the same time, for argument's sake. Next schedule. After the June the 5th update, the schedule will be as follows. So 36 hours, the duration is 24 hours. Then it'll be on June the 6th. Okay. So yeah, they're just like spreading it out a little bit more. Nothing too important there. The siege schedule, however, has been changed. So the siege schedules will be adjusted based on the server consolidation. So that's because we're going to be getting huge server merges. Basically, there's going to be like 5 servers left on the Korean version of the game, so they're going to need to obviously sort all of that out. The siege date, Sunday, June the 16th at 9 p.m. Mercury Guild will be selected based on the first place in the guild rankings as of June the 12th. So you have up until from when the servers go live tomorrow, because this week's maintenance, guys, is normally it's about 5 hours, 4.5 hours to 5 hours. The downtime today is going to be 7 hours. So yeah, very long time. So yeah, so you have basically up until June the 12th to get your guild to rank 1 if you want to obviously own the castle. Now, this is what they said. They mentioned this recently. The co-op dungeons are going to be reduced in difficulty and the rewards are going to be enhanced. So they're trying to make it easier for players to catch up, basically. So if you've taken some time off from the game, or if you're a brand new player, it's quite hard now to catch up to where people are at, because most people are on tier 2, and some people are actually not fully traded, but got four piece sets of tier 2. I myself don't, because I'm not playing Throne and Liberty hardcore anymore. I'm just chilling, covering the news. I hop in for some dungeons here and there. I hop in for a little bit of PvP fun every now and then. But that's about it. I'm just chilling, We're just waiting patiently for global. So for me to try and catch up is still a challenge, and I haven't even quit the game. I'm just not playing that often as I was before. So the berserk time for each 1-star and 2-star boss has been unified and increased to 15 minutes. Okay. The number of soul stones that were given as a reward for clearing the 2-star has now been increased to 4. That's good. System changes, that's what I just read. Valley of the Slayers, the Orc, Darksmith, Elder battle reset distance adjusted from 30 meters to 18. So you can check the probability. Wow, okay, of getting rewards. So a button has been added to the menu to check the probability of obtaining rewards in the co-op dungeons. So that's going to give us a percentage rate. Okay, so yeah, so basically this is obviously due to the new rules over there in Korea, where they have to, if you noticed quite a few patches ago, they now show you the percentage of the RNG drop rate. So this is basically going to be the same thing, but for the dungeons. So it says here, for the armor, it was currently at a 10% rate. Now it's going to be a 19% drop rate. And then for this one, it was a 7% rate going up to 13%, but then the rare version is actually going down. Okay, so this is the sum of the drop rates of all equipment items of the corresponding grade. Yeah, that's fine. The soul stones is now going to be, like I said, increased from 2 to 4. That's fine there. Growth crafting materials has been streamlined. So decisions that were previously divided into 4 types of grades has been consolidated to enhance the bag and ease of use. So the weapon and armor growth scheme, a growth ingredient for heroic tier 2 gear, has been removed. Okay, so yeah, so they are really trying to make this, like I said, a lot easier to catch up. This is what it is reading like. Does this mean that we're going to be getting a tier 3 gear system sooner than expected, or is it they just want to make sure that most players can catch up and get full tier 2 like sets, not fully traded, but tier 2 sets? There's integration of special materials. Okay, so they're putting all of these items they'll be merged into one item, crystals of cultivation. If you have an existing item, you can melt it to get a new special material. Special materials that were provided as rewards or used as crafting mats has also been changed to provide / use crystals of improvement. Okay, and then the same thing's going to be happening for they're removing the growth scheme, which was previously a growth ingredient for the tier 2 equipment, is going to just be removed flat out, right? Taken away. So what is it going to be happening now? So it can be melted and obtained with rare weapon / armor growth stones. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you have previously used it as a growth material, it will be converted to a 1-to-1 ratio according to the amount of materials used. Details will be announced in a separate announcement. Okay, that's fine. Some system improvements. Okay, this is nice. So just quality of life. After using certain content, you will be taken to the same location you entered when leaving. Added a notes feature that can be shared with guild members within the guild window. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah, because basically sometimes you would so say I'm just roaming around the open world and then I go ahead and join a dungeon. When you leave the dungeon, it basically puts you back into Vienna Village outside of the dungeon portal. It doesn't send you back to where you were. So nothing too crazy, but it's just nicer. It's just quality of life. It's nicer to be able to pick up where you left off, if you will, rather than having to then go ahead and teleport to back to where you were, or run back to where you were, or stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. This is just a guild memo function. That's fine. It can be up to 60 characters long. So they've adjusted some skills and gear that affected. So this is just some bug fixes for the dagger, longbow, and the wand. And then they've also fixed the winged 4-piece bonus set. It's been increased. So that's fine. So before it was a critical damage by 10%. This is now being buffed to give 15% increased damage. Okay, that's fine. That's nice. That's nice. Now this is the good stuff that I wanted to see, because I thought this was actually going to be added a few patches ago, but it's actually coming tomorrow. So we finally got a automated team party function for the new faction PvP battles. So now it just says here, there's a button, added a team party matching function that allows you to automatically match your party within the members of your team. So you don't have to mess around trying to find people in your faction to make a team. You just press the button and it's going to just automatically put you in a team. Should have been there from the start, but it is what it is. No worries, they've done it now. That is good to see. Now also currently right now, in the faction battles, your PvP kills and deaths, they don't count on the leaderboard. But from tomorrow, it's now going to say the PvP results while participating will be accumulated in the kill record, and it will be reflected in the kill score. So, because people were obviously complaining, saying, I'm doing PvP, but it's not counting to my leaderboard, it's not counting to my kills, blah, 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 the usual stuff like that. So from tomorrow, it does count. Don't worry about it. It's there. And this, again, is a huge change. Should have been there from the start, but nevertheless, you can finally see on the minimap the factions, because before, or currently should I really say, you're running around during the faction battles, and on the minimap you can't see where anyone is. You have to just guess and try to find your guild, your faction mates, and stuff like that. But from now you can see, you actually be able to know where the heck anyone is. So that's nice. And then again, some more quality of life on the map schedule. You're now going to see a faction war icon instead of the normal conflict icon. So these are really good changes. Quality of life, again, more polishing to Throne and Liberty, getting us, you know, closer and closer to the global version. We're not quite there yet, it seems. I'm thinking we may not see the game now, maybe till Q4, but who knows? But we're definitely getting better and better, like a better and better version of the game, more polished, 100% more polished. And then we've got here, added a change of the order of party misfunctions, minimum power. Yeah, this is what I was talking about in a previous video. We now have gear score in Throne and Liberty, and as of the patch coming tomorrow, if you don't meet the minimum gear score of whichever dungeon, you cannot enter. So you're going to have to do it's a mandatory check now. Before actually no, whoa, hold on. Before, I'm sure it said before, you couldn't do matchmaking if you didn't meet the minimum gear score. Now it says, and it's been changed by the looks of it, that now if you don't meet the minimum gear score, you can't enter. I'm not too sure on that. I'll have to wait and see. When the patch goes live, I'll actually get into the game and I'll double check. And what I'll do is I'll leave a comment down below to let you guys and girls know if you can actually enter it or if you just can't matchmake. Because then if you can't even enter it, then obviously that's, you know, that's gonna put people off. That's a barrier. So maybe it means you can still enter, but you just can't do a pug basically. But we'll see. We'll find that out for sure. And patch, yeah, they just move some more of the buttons around. Nothing too impressive there. Again, they've improved the bulletin board to show you what weapons they're using. We've got level changes for the solo tower, the solo dungeons. They're just changing the levels. Again, nothing too impressive to talk about. More quality of life here. Yeah, again, these things here, I'm not going to dive too deep into this. If you really want to read every single tiny detail, as always, I will have the link to these patch notes in the description box. So go ahead and check that out. They're just adding more. Again, it's just more polishing, guys. Just much more polishing. An emote thing here. Okay, lovely. Nothing here too crazy. They're making obviously the controller layouts and controller changes. They're improving the gamepad usability for console and for PC players that use the controller. I know a few people that play on PC, obviously, but they prefer controller. So that's great news for those people. Nothing else too great here. Just more bug fixes. And yeah, that's about it really. There is obviously new skins. There is, this is really good as well. We're getting the double up event. I love this event because you get double chests in the dungeons, you get more tokens, and we're also getting double the arc bosses. So we're going to get double the arc bosses, double the chests, double the XP and gold. Perfect. I love this event. I love it. I'm glad it's back. And what I'll do is I'll show you the new skins I'm not a fan of. I had a look earlier. I am not a fan of these new skins. It might be for some people, but it's not for me. But this is what I wanted to show you guys and girls. The weapons are, I love these weapons. They always knock the weapons out of the park all the time. Look at this, sword and shield. We've got great sword and shield. We have the daggers, crossbow. We got the longbow, the staff, and the wand and tome. And yeah, it just shows you this is one of the new skins. So yeah, Again, like I said, I'm not too much of a fan of the skins. It's not ugly. It's just not my thing. But yeah, overall, pretty decent patch this week. Nothing like groundbreaking for content wise, but polishing things that should have really already been in the game and now in the game. And yeah, good overall patch. As always, if you've enjoyed this one, like, share and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Peace.